Hey everyone, welcome back to Everyday English, the podcast where we don't just teach you English, we help you live it, speak it, and think in it. I'm Peter, and today we're diving into a topic that's as fascinating as it is controversial.
And I'm Sophia. I'm so excited for this episode because it's one of those conversations that just gets more relevant every single day. You hear it on the news, you see it on your phone, and let's be honest, it's probably tracking our conversation right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if my phone was already writing a summary of this episode. We're talking, of course, about artificial intelligence, or AI. You've heard the term, you've probably even used AI tools without realizing it. But here's the big question we're tackling today. Is artificial intelligence helping us or replacing us?
That question gives me chills, honestly, because on one hand, AI is doing some pretty amazing things. I mean, it's helping doctors diagnose diseases, helping students learn languages faster, and even helping businesses run more efficiently. But on the other hand, some people are losing their jobs. Machines are doing tasks humans used to do. And sometimes, let's be honest, it feels like the machines are getting a little too smart.
Absolutely. And let's not forget, AI is not just this future concept anymore. It's here, right now. It's in your Netflix recommendations, your Google searches, your smart fridge, your email inbox. It's that voice that says, "Good morning, your commute will take 22 minutes." And the scary part is, it's not just following orders. It's learning, adapting, getting better every day.
And we don't always notice. That's the wild part, right? AI is so integrated into our lives that we almost forget it's there. We just say, "Hey Siri," or "Okay Google," and it's like magic. But there's a whole system, tons of algorithms and data processing happening behind the scenes.
Exactly. And that's what we want to explore in this episode. Not just what AI is, but how it's changing our lives, for better or for worse. We'll talk about how it works, what it can do now, the crazy fast way it's developing, and, of course, the big fears and hopes people have for the future.
Yeah, and we'll also share some practical, real-life examples. Like, did you know some schools are using AI to write student reports? Or that some people are using AI to generate emails, essays, and even artwork? I mean, come on, that's wild, right?
Totally. And here's something funny, or maybe a little scary. There are people who are talking to AI chatbots like they're real friends. Some even fall in love with them. I saw this documentary where a guy had an emotional relationship with a chatbot. I mean, how do we even process that?
Wait, seriously? I need to watch that. But yeah, that shows just how powerful this technology is becoming. It's not just about machines doing calculations anymore. It's about machines interacting with us emotionally, socially, intellectually.
And that's what we bring us back to the big question of today's episode. And this is something we really want you, our listeners, to think about too. Is AI here to support us, or is it quietly taking our place?
And by taking our place, we don't just mean jobs. We mean roles. Roles in relationships, education, decision-making, even creativity. Like, what happens when a robot can paint better than a human? Or write a novel? Or compose a song?
Yeah, when machines start creating instead of just calculating, that's a whole new level. It used to be robots do the dirty work, the boring stuff. But now they're becoming creative partners, and that's both amazing and terrifying.
It really is. But here's what I love about this episode, Peter. It's not just about tech. It's about language, too. Our listeners are going to learn tons of useful vocabulary today, like machine learning, automation, data privacy, and more.
Yes, and since AI is such a global topic, knowing how to talk about it in English is super valuable, whether you're at school, at work, or just chatting with friends.
Exactly. So throughout this episode, we'll keep things practical, break down the tricky terms, and help you feel confident talking about AI in English, even if you're just starting out.
We'll also throw in some natural expressions, idioms, and phrasal verbs so you not only understand the topic, but you sound really fluent talking about it.
Okay, Peter, let's pause for a second. Before we dive in, can I ask you a personal question?
Sure, hit me.
Do you trust AI?
Ooh, good one. You know what? I think I want to trust it, but I also know enough to be a little nervous. Like, I love using it, but I'm also watching it very closely.
Same here. I use AI tools all the time for writing, planning, organizing things, but there's always that little voice in my head like, are you sure this thing doesn't know too much about me?
Exactly. So that's the ride we're inviting you on today. The excitement, the curiosity, and yes, a little bit of fear.
So stick with us, folks. Whether you're a total beginner or an English nerd like us, this is going to be a fun and insightful ride through the world of artificial intelligence.
And now, let's begin with the basics. What is AI really? Where did it come from? And how does it actually work?
Let's break it down step by step and, of course, in real, everyday English.
I'm ready to move on, Sophia.
All right, Peter. Let's start from the beginning. I mean, before we dive into risks and the future, let's make sure everyone listening actually understands what artificial intelligence is.
Exactly. We throw around the term AI all the time, but sometimes people aren't totally sure what it really means. So let's break it down in a super simple way.
So basically, artificial intelligence, or AI, is when machines or computers are able to do things that normally require human intelligence. Things like learning, making decisions, solving problems, even understanding language.
Yes, and one of the most important ideas inside AI is machine learning. That's when a computer doesn't just follow instructions, it actually learns from data and gets better over time.
Like when your music app starts recommending songs you like. It's not magic, it's machine learning. It notices what you listen to and suggests similar songs. It's always adapting.
Totally. And another word you'll hear a lot is automation. That's when a machine does something automatically, no human needed. Like when a robot assembles cars or software answers emails for a company.
Or even when your smart vacuum cleaner cleans the house while you're at work. That's automation plus a bit of AI, because it learns the layout of your home and cleans more efficiently over time.
Exactly. And here's another important word. Algorithm. An algorithm is just a set of rules or steps a computer follows to solve a problem or make a decision. It's the brain behind AI.
That's what powers your YouTube or Netflix recommendations, right? Algorithms track your activity, what you click, how long you watch, and then suggest videos you might enjoy.
Right. So if you binge watch cooking videos on Sunday, don't be surprised if your whole homepage turns into recipes on Monday. That's the algorithm doing its thing.
And then we have chatbots. You know, those little message windows that pop up on websites asking, "How can I help you today?" Some are simple, but some are powered by AI and can actually understand your questions.
I use them all the time. Like when I'm trying to contact customer service and don't feel like calling, I just type to the chatbot and boom, it gives me my answer in seconds.
Sometimes I don't even realize I'm talking to a chatbot until halfway through the conversation. That's how natural they're becoming.
Same here. And that shows how powerful AI is, especially in everyday things, like smart devices. You've got smart fridges, smart speakers, smart watches.
My favorite is my smart speaker. I say, "Hey Alexa, what's the weather?" And boom, she tells me. I don't even need to touch my phone.
I use mine for reminders all the time. Hey Google, remind me to buy milk. And it actually saves me from forgetting. Again.
So AI is everywhere. In your phone, your car, your TV, your social media, even in things like maps and traffic apps. Ever wonder how Google Maps knows there's traffic ahead? That's AI collecting and analyzing data in real time.
Yeah, and that's why this episode is so important. Because even if you don't think you use AI, you do, every single day.
Exactly. So just to recap, artificial intelligence is machines doing things. Machine learning is when they learn from data. Automation is when they work without help. An algorithm is the logic behind their decisions. A chatbot talks to you, And a smart device is something that uses AI to do cool things.
Perfect summary, Sophia. And if you're learning English right now, remember, talking about tech is a great way to practice vocabulary, improve your fluency, and sound really up to date.
Totally. So now that we know what AI is, let's talk about what it can actually do and some of the crazy, powerful, surprising things people are using it for.
Some of them are cool, some are a little creepy, but all of them show just how far AI has come.
Let's get into it right after this short break.
All right, Sophia. So we've talked about what AI is and how we see it in our daily lives. But it didn't just appear out of nowhere, right?
Exactly, Peter. Artificial intelligence has been around for decades. Actually, the idea started way back in the 1950s.
Yeah, like in 1956, there was a conference at Dartmouth College where scientists officially used the term artificial intelligence for the first time. That was the starting point.
And after that, researchers started creating basic programs that could do things like play chess or solve math problems. It was super basic, but it was the beginning.
The thing is, for a long time, AI didn't grow very fast. From the 60s to the 90s, there were small improvements, but nothing really big. People were even saying AI is just a dream.
Right. And then something changed. Around the 2010s, AI suddenly started moving much faster. It was like someone hit the accelerator.
And that someone was actually a few things happening at the same time. More data, better computers, and something called cloud computing.
Yes, let's break that down. First, big data. Today, we create so much data. From phones, apps, websites, sensors, it's crazy. And AI needs data to learn.
Exactly. The more data AI has, the smarter it gets. It's like giving a student more books to study. More info equals better results.
Then we have cloud computing. That means we don't need huge computers in our homes anymore. AI programs can run on powerful servers in the cloud, so anyone can access strong computing tools online.
That was a game changer. Suddenly, even small companies or students could build and train AI tools. It wasn't just for big tech companies anymore.
And don't forget processing power. Computers today are way faster than they were 10 or even 5 years ago. That means AI can analyze more, learn faster, and respond almost instantly.
Like voice assistants. 10 years ago, you'd ask your phone something and wait and wait. Now, you say, "Hey Siri" or "Hey Google" and get a response in seconds.
Exactly. And in the last 5 years, AI has exploded. We've seen tools like ChatGPT, DALL-E for images, AI for writing code, designing clothes, even making music.
You're right. What used to be science fiction is now normal. Like, who would have imagined a chatbot that writes essays or AI that edits videos for you?
And it's not just about tools. Companies are using AI in health, finance, farming, education. It's touching everything.
And what's crazy is how fast it's all happening. 5 years ago, these tools were experiments. Now, they're part of our daily work.
Totally. It's like we're living in the middle of an AI revolution, and most people don't even realize it yet.
And just think, all this growth happened because of the perfect combination: more data, better technology, and easier access to powerful tools.
Exactly. It's not magic, it's progress. Human innovation, technology, and a lot of trial and error.
So, in a way, AI grew up, and now it's running fast.
And the big question is, where is it running to? What's next?
That's what we'll get into in the next part, because the future of AI, it's both exciting and a little bit scary.
Stay with us. We're just getting started. Haha. So, Peter, let's get into something exciting now. What can we actually do with AI today, like right now?
Oh, so much, Sophia. AI is basically everywhere. One obvious one, virtual assistants. Think Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant. They're powered by AI.
Totally. You ask them to play music, set reminders, tell you the weather, and they do it instantly. It's like having a personal butler in your pocket.
Yeah, and in healthcare, AI is helping doctors diagnose diseases faster and more accurately. Some systems can even detect cancer signs in scans before humans can.
That's amazing. And in education, too. We've got AI tutors, personalized learning apps, language learning tools. They adapt to each student's level. Super helpful.
And of course, translation tools. Google Translate has gotten so much better, right? AI makes it sound more natural now, not robotic like before.
Oh, yeah, I use it all the time. I mean, even real-time voice translation exists now. You speak in English and someone hears it in Spanish instantly. That's wild.
It really is. And let's not forget self-driving cars. They're not everywhere yet, but companies like Tesla and Waymo are making huge progress.
True. And even if your car doesn't drive itself, it probably has AI, like for lane assist or automatic braking. It's already helping people drive safer.
Exactly. AI is also behind facial recognition. It unlocks your phone, it helps with airport security, and even helps police find missing people.
That one's a little creepy too, though, right? But yeah, it's powerful. And in business, AI is changing everything. From customer service to marketing, it's making companies faster and smarter.
Yup, a lot of websites now use chatbots. You go to a site and boom, a little window pops up. How can I help you today? That's AI.
And it doesn't sleep, 24/7 support. In retail, AI can suggest products you might like based on what you've searched or bought before, like on Amazon or Netflix.
And in art, now this one blows my mind. AI can paint, compose music, write poetry. There are even AI-generated movies now.
I saw an AI create a realistic photo of a city that doesn't even exist. It was beautiful, but strange. Like it felt real, but it wasn't.
It's both cool and weird, right? Like, is it art if a human didn't make it?
Great question. And then there's AI in agriculture, helping farmers know when to plant, how much water to use, predicting crop disease.
And in finance, AI can detect fraud in seconds, analyze market trends, help people save money. It's like a financial advisor in code.
I even read that AI helps in disaster response, like predicting floods or earthquakes, or helping coordinate rescue efforts using drones and maps.
Yes, it's not just convenience. AI can literally save lives. That's the part people often miss.
Exactly. But at the same time, we're using it for the simple stuff too, like choosing filters on Instagram or fixing red eye in a photo.
So true. Or those funny AI-generated selfies that went viral. Everyone had their futuristic portrait.
Right. And let's not forget voice typing or autocorrect, also AI. Even email spam filters use it.
So in short, AI is helping with almost everything. Health, safety, learning, driving, art, communication, you name it.
The question now is, are we using all this power wisely?
Ooh, deep one. Because with great power, well, you know how that saying goes.
Haha, yes, comes great responsibility. And that's exactly where we're headed next.
Yup, let's talk about the advantages of AI. Why are people so excited about it?
And should they be? Stick with us.
Okay, Sophia, let's shift gears. We've seen what AI can do, but now let's talk about what makes it such a game changer. Let's dive into the advantages.
Yes, one big one is productivity. AI helps people and companies get more done in less time. It can work faster, nonstop, no lunch breaks.
Exactly. I mean, imagine a system that can process 1,000 documents in seconds. No human can do that.
And it's not just speed, it's about accuracy too. AI reduces human mistakes. For example, in medicine or accounting, even a small error can be a big problem.
That's right. AI doesn't get tired or distracted. If you feed it the right data, it'll give consistent results over and over again.
And one thing I love is how AI supports decision-making. It can analyze massive amounts of information and help leaders make smarter choices.
Totally. Like in business, AI can spot trends and patterns in customer behavior that a human might never notice.
Or in healthcare again, it can help doctors choose the best treatment plan based on data from thousands of cases. That's powerful.
It really is. Another thing, AI allows for automation of boring tasks. Repetitive jobs like data entry or sorting files can be done by machines, saving humans for creative work.
Yes, so workers can focus on what humans do best, solving problems, building relationships, thinking outside the box.
And let's not forget education. AI helps make knowledge more accessible. Online learning platforms can teach anyone, anywhere, at any time.
That's what I find amazing. Someone in a remote village can access the same lessons as a student in a big city, thanks to AI-powered tools.
Exactly. It's breaking barriers. AI tutors, language learning apps, and interactive lessons are helping people learn at their own pace.
And in different languages, too. That's a huge deal for global education.
Another advantage, AI doesn't judge, it just helps. That makes some people feel more comfortable learning or asking questions.
True. Also, AI can personalize experiences. It learns your preferences in music, movies, shopping, and gives you recommendations just for you.
It's like having a personal assistant who knows you really well. Hey, Peter, want to finish that movie you started yesterday? Yes, I do, thank you.
Haha, I get that too. And in customer service, AI chatbots can solve problems instantly. No waiting on the phone for hours.
Huge time saver. And in large companies, it reduces the pressure on human workers, which improves overall service quality.
Another plus is cost reduction. Businesses can save money by using AI for certain tasks instead of hiring more staff.
Exactly. That's why startups and big companies alike are investing in AI. It's efficient and scalable.
And let's be honest, AI is helping us do things we couldn't do before, like discovering new planets or decoding ancient languages.
Right? It's pushing the limits of science, art, and even space exploration. That's next level stuff.
So when used wisely, AI can support humanity, not replace it. It can make life easier, safer, and more connected.
Absolutely. But, and you knew this was coming, it's not all perfect, is it?
No, it's not. Every powerful tool has risks, and that's what we'll talk about next.
The possible dangers of AI. Some are small, some are kinda scary.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to dive into the dark side of artificial intelligence.
Okay, Sophia, time to flip the coin. AI is powerful, but with great power, you know the rest.
Haha, yes, great responsibility. And also great risks. We have to be real about that.
One of the biggest concerns is job loss. Machines are doing tasks humans used to do, faster and cheaper.
Exactly. You walk into a fast food restaurant and see a touchscreen instead of a person at the counter. That's automation in action.
And it's not just simple jobs. Even truck drivers might be replaced by self-driving cars in the future. That's millions of people.
And in offices, too. AI can now write emails, create reports, even code. That puts pressure on all kinds of professionals.
That's true. People will need to adapt, learn new skills, and shift to jobs that machines can't do yet.
The second big risk? Misinformation. AI is behind deepfakes, fake voices, and fake videos that look incredibly real.
Oh yes, that's dangerous. Imagine a fake video of a president declaring war. People could panic before knowing it's fake.
And it spreads fast. Fake news goes viral quicker than real news. AI can be used to manipulate opinions or even elections.
Scary, right? And AI doesn't decide what's true or false. It just creates what it's told to create.
That leads us to bias. AI learns from human data. If the data is biased, the AI will be too.
Absolutely. A famous example, facial recognition systems that work better on light skin than dark skin. That's not okay.
Or hiring algorithms that prefer male candidates because the training data came from years of biased hiring practices.
And the worst part is, sometimes we don't even see the bias. The algorithm just quietly makes unfair decisions.
That's why transparency is important. People need to know how decisions are being made by AI systems.
And there are ethical questions too. Should we let AI make decisions in hospitals or in courtrooms?
Or in war. Some countries are developing AI-powered weapons. That's a huge ethical red flag.
Let's not forget privacy. AI is always watching, collecting data, our likes, our searches, our voices.
Even our faces. Facial recognition is being used in public spaces without people's permission. That's creepy.
We have to ask who owns this data and what happens if it gets hacked.
Or sold to companies who want to sell us stuff, or worse, influence our behavior without us knowing.
So while AI can help us, it can also hurt us if we're not careful and don't set clear rules.
Exactly. It's not about stopping AI. It's about using it responsibly.
We need laws, ethics, and awareness, especially as AI becomes more powerful.
That's why conversations like this one are so important. The future is being built now.
Speaking of the future, that's our next topic. Where is AI going next?
From sci-fi dreams to tomorrow's reality, the future of AI is exciting and unpredictable.
Stick around, folks. We're heading straight into the future after this quick break. All right, Sophia, let's time travel a bit. What do you think life will look like in, say, 10 or 20 years with AI everywhere?
Let me imagine. Waking up to an AI-powered smart home that adjusts your lights, your music, even makes your coffee just the way you like it.
Sounds like a dream. And maybe your AI assistant already scheduled your day, filtered your emails, and booked your gym session before you even got out of bed.
Totally. And what about health? I imagine AI detecting illnesses before symptoms appear. Preventative medicine would be taken to a whole new level.
Right, like AI analyzing your voice or breathing and telling you, hey, you might be coming down with something. That's wild.
In education, personalized learning could be the norm. Every student learns differently, and AI can adjust to their pace, interests, and even mood.
Yes, and maybe there won't be one-size-fits-all classrooms anymore. Each kid could have their own digital tutor, super patient and super smart.
In transportation, we'll probably have more self-driving cars and drones making deliveries. Maybe fewer traffic jams. That would be a miracle.
Haha, fingers crossed. Imagine cities with AI managing traffic, reducing pollution, optimizing public transport. Smart cities for real.
Now that's the optimistic side. But what about the darker possibilities? Some experts say AI might become too powerful, even uncontrollable.
Yes, that AI takes over the world fear. It sounds like science fiction, but many smart people take it seriously.
Exactly. If AI starts making decisions beyond human understanding, we might lose control. That's a scary thought.
And not just in movies. There's real concern about super intelligent AI, an AI that outsmarts us in every way.
Plus, there's the risk of dependence. What happens if we rely so much on AI that we forget how to think for ourselves?
That's true. I already forget phone numbers because of my smartphone. What if AI makes us forget how to make decisions?
Or be creative. Some people fear AI-generated music, art, and writing will replace human expression. What's the value of art if a machine makes it?
But here's a thought. Maybe AI won't replace creativity, but enhance it, like giving artists and musicians new tools to explore new ideas.
That would be the ideal. AI as a partner, not a competitor. Humans plus AI equals more possibilities.
Which brings us to the big question. Will the future be about cooperation or competition between humans and AI?
I say cooperation if we guide it right. Humans still have empathy, emotion, ethics. Machines don't.
Totally agree. AI might be fast and logical, but it doesn't understand what it means to feel something.
So we need to focus on what makes us human and use AI to boost that, not erase it.
Yes, like using AI to reduce repetitive tasks so people can focus on creativity, strategy, or just being human.
I love that. AI doesn't have to take our place. It can free us to do what we do best.
And the future isn't written yet. It depends on what we choose to build and how we build it.
Education is key. The more people understand AI, the better decisions we'll make as a society.
Exactly. AI literacy should be as important as reading and writing in the future.
So let's stay curious, ask questions, and keep learning. That's how we shape a future with AI, not against it.
Wow, that was deep. In my opinion, artificial intelligence is one of the greatest tools humanity has ever created. But like any tool, it depends on how we use it.
I believe that too, Peter. AI has so much potential to help, to heal, to teach, but it needs responsible hands and minds behind it.
The biggest advantage is automation. We can get more done faster and with fewer mistakes. That changes everything.
True, but the biggest risk, in my view, is losing our human connection. If machines do everything, what happens to empathy, to community?
That's a powerful point. But let me ask, is it the machine's fault or how we choose to use it?
Great question. Maybe it's both. That's why I think education and awareness are the key.
Same here. I believe that AI should be part of school curricula. Kids need to learn how it works, not just how to use it.
Yes, understanding is the first step to using something wisely. We fear what we don't understand.
Exactly. And I've seen many people resist AI because they think it's too complicated or dangerous. But it's not magic. It's math and data.
And values. That's why ethics needs to be part of the conversation. Machines don't have morals, we do.
Right. So in my opinion, the future should be built on collaboration. Humans plus AI working together.
I love that vision. I believe that AI can help us become more human, more free to create, connect, and grow.
But we must set the rules. We can't just say, let's see what happens. We have to guide the development.
That's why I think conversations like this one are so important. We're all part of the future, not just tech companies.
Totally agree. And listeners, now it's your turn. What do you think?
Yeah, let's ask you directly. Do you think AI is more helpful or more harmful?
Would you trust an AI doctor or an AI teacher for your kids? Can a machine ever be truly creative or truly kind?
Would you feel comfortable with an AI boss or even an AI friend?
So many questions, but that's the beauty of this topic. It's evolving every day.
All right, let's give our listeners some phrases they can use to talk about this in English.
Yes, let's practice. Say with us, in my opinion, AI is a powerful tool, but it must be controlled. Nice. Try this one. I believe that AI will change education forever.
Or, the biggest advantage of AI is reducing human error.
How about one challenge we face is AI replacing jobs?
You can also say, I'm excited about AI in healthcare.
Or I'm worried about AI making decisions without humans.
Last one from me. Humans and AI should work together, not against each other.
Perfect. These are great expressions to help you speak confidently about AI in English.
And don't forget, it's okay to be unsure. Just keep asking questions, learning, and speaking.
Let's give our listeners a quick recap. So first, we talked about what AI means. Remember machine learning, algorithms, chatbots, and smart devices?
Yes, and how we interact with it every day, even when we don't realize. Like when Netflix recommends a movie or Siri answers a question.
Then we looked at the evolution of AI, how it's grown incredibly fast, especially in the past 5 years.
Thanks to things like big data and cloud computing. That's why AI is literally everywhere now.
Next, we discussed what we can do with AI today in healthcare, education, transportation, business, and even art.
Don't forget facial recognition, self-driving cars, translation tools. It's amazing and a little scary too.
And speaking of amazing, we shared some real advantages, like reducing human error and helping us make better decisions faster.
Yes, and one key phrase was, the biggest advantage of AI is, remember that, listeners?
Of course, we didn't ignore the challenges. Job loss, fake news, deepfakes, bias, and privacy are all real concerns.
And that led us into the future, wondering what life might be like in 10 or 20 years with AI all around us.
Could AI be a partner or a threat, or maybe both?
I loved that we shared our personal views too. In my opinion, it's all about how we choose to use the technology.
I believe that too. Humans still hold the steering wheel, at least for now.
Let's also remind our listeners of some useful expressions they can practice.
Sure, try, in my opinion, I believe that, the biggest challenge is, AI helps us to.
And one of my favorites, humans and AI should work together, not compete.
Now, to wrap things up, we have a question for you, dear listeners, and we really want to see your answers in the comments.
Here it comes. Do you think AI will improve our lives or control them? Let us know.
That's a big question, right? No wrong answers, just your thoughts.
And while you're at it, use the phrases we practiced. Let's make this a real English learning experience.
We love seeing your opinions and ideas, and if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it.
Exactly. You help this podcast grow when you share it with your friends and classmates.
Also, tell us what topics you want us to talk about next. More technology, social media, daily life?
We're here to help you learn real English through real conversations.
With a little fun and a lot of meaning, just like today.
Thank you for spending your time with us. You're part of this journey.
We'll see you next time on the Everyday English Podcast.
Until then, stay curious, stay kind, and stay learning.
And always ask good questions, like, is AI helping us or replacing us?
Bye, everyone. See you in the next episode.
Take care and keep speaking English every day.